Collective, how are you guys? I hope you're all well. This, of course, is your singles collective reading for the month of Jan 2025. It's gone out to you a little bit later because I'm pulling back on putting out so many readings because I'm just about to make a very, very big move to a completely different area of France. And I've got a lot to organise. So for the next few months, maybe up until April, I'm going to be putting out one singles collective reading per month. If I can manage it, I will put out two, but just so you understand why I'm pulling back a little bit, okay? Now, the vision that came through was very interesting. I saw a woman actually driving very slowly through what looked like a village. I felt a wave of nostalgia. I actually smelt in the vision the smell of a sort of school canteen. You know that scent? I also smelt freshly cut grass. And I don't know why, I felt in the vision as if I was being transported back to this woman's childhood. She meandered in this car through the village, and every now and again she'd stop and pull over and think to herself, oh my goodness, that's where I met so-and-so. That was my first kiss, right? That was the pub that I worked in on a Saturday to earn some pennies. That's where I found all those wildflowers. That's where I had a picnic. She was just reminiscing, but it was very rural, is what I want to say. So I may be connecting with a group of singletons out there who grew up in the countryside, in the depths of the countryside, or in a small village. Could even be a very small local town, but very, very green. She was going right the way back. Now, this woman looked to be in her 40s, but she could be anything from 30 to 50. And she parked the car opposite what looked like a country church. And she just wandered up the road, and she was lost in reverie, lost in the past, but very happily, not a sense of this makes me sad, but just, wow, I had a really good childhood. I don't know now why. Don't laugh at me, guys. I'm smelling manure, like cow manure. So maybe this woman grew up where there are a lot of farms around. I'm now hearing the clip-clop of hooves. Okay, she's turning around. She's seeing two young girls going on a trek. They're passing her and waving. Yeah, this is a woman who's gone back to her roots. So, collective, it may well be that as this is a love reading, it may well be that whilst this woman is in this area, it could be she's there for a reunion of some kind. It could be that she's decided to take the trip purely for old time's sake. I feel something is going to happen while she's there. So let's begin. Let's see what comes through. The deck that I'm using is that Lightseers Tarot. As always, guys, if you'd like a private reading, my website's down below, and let's begin. Let's begin. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely singles? What do we have for my lovely singles for the month of Jan 2025? Here we go. Let's find out what this is all about. I'm hearing coming back to centre. I'm now seeing this woman sitting on a bench in what looked like a local park. She's watching a group of young boys playing football. She's breathing in this crisp air, and she's thinking to herself, goodness, time goes by so quickly. All right, the Two of Wands. I'm almost imagining this woman going into her old school, smelling books, the scent of old lockers, school canteen, and just breathing it all in, looking out of the school windows onto the playground where she used to be. Lost in the past. I feel this woman is standing at crossroads in her life in general. This is someone who may have recognized that she'd reached a landmark age. She could have just decided to retire. It could be this is a woman who's fed up with the city life and she's thinking of a massive change, maybe to go back and live where she used to live, where she grew up. The Hierophant, Taurian energy. Yes, I mean, this looks to me like she could be reminiscing about a guy she met at school. She may feel, wow, that was a long time ago. He's probably flying high in his career now. He's probably got 3 kids. She may be lost just in the past. The Hierophant can be a very traditional situation. It can be an institution, a school, a college, a uni, an office building. Yeah. She's thinking that in the past she followed all the rules. She did what people told her to do. It might suggest that she's now somehow taking control of her life, shifting back to the past, considering maybe relocating back to where she grew up. But I'm hearing this time it will be on her terms. Okay. In the past, the Star. She did achieve some kind of wish in the past, Aquarian energy, or she may have found herself in a situation where she had to heal. It could be healing past hurts, healing from a lot of lessons. It could be healing pertaining to a relationship that didn't work out. She could be thinking about an Aquarian she met in the past, if not a Taurian with a Hierophant. In the past, she sent up a wish. She sent up a wish. She wished on a star. Now, either a situation didn't work out, or she did achieve some kind of dream, and this is her second goal. Okay, I achieved some kind of dream. What do I want to do now? After that time, with the energy of the Magician, she moved into a powerful energy, understanding that she could build her own life. She could create the life that she really wanted. In her thoughts, the 8 of Pentacles, all the work. Going up through a school system, going to university, all the exams, all the studying. She's thinking about that. She may be thinking about her present job, whether or not she's working in an office doing a 9 to 5, whether or not she's an entrepreneur. She's thinking, I have worked so hard. What do I want for my life now? So we could be looking at a woman on the brink of retirement. We could be looking at someone who is wanting to build a business in maybe the area that she grew up in. She's trying to work out, where do I want to put the effort? In the immediate future, we have the World. I feel this is this woman going through messages over the internet. She may be connecting with 2 or 3 people she used to know, and she might have sent out a few messages. I don't know whether or not you're around, but I'm here. I haven't been in my hometown for a very long time. Do you want to meet up? She may be connecting with people who still live in the area. It might be she hasn't seen these people for years. It might be with the World. She's very consciously wanting to close out a cycle. In her fears, the Fool. She doesn't want to do anything too foolish. She may have considered throwing everything up in the air and going back to her roots. Let's have a look at who she is destined to reconnect with. The Death card. She could simply be surprisingly connecting with a Scorpio from her past, or she's reconnecting with someone who has changed their life. This is someone whose partner may have passed away. This is someone who may have changed their life by going through divorce. This is someone who's very different from the person that she met way back then. In her hopes, 10 of Wands, she wants to drop a burden. The burden may be, I'm single, I don't like that, I want to meet someone. I would feel more comfortable if I met someone in the area that I grew up in. Maybe there's a safety psychologically relating to that. She may feel she's ready to retire. She may feel she's been working too hard for too long. In the outcome, guys, the Page of Wands. I'm hearing feeling like a kid again, feeling like a teenager again. There's going to be a lot of flirtation between her and whoever sat in the Death card. Clarification for this woman, the Four of Swords. I'm hearing curling up in this little B&B. It's also familiar. She's lost again in thoughts of the past. The Sun. Remembering happy days, remembering, I'm hearing running around the garden with a hose pipe. Okay, this is her going back to her childhood. She may be visiting her old childhood home. It might have been sold on many years ago. There is a sense that she was very, very happy back then. I think we've got a woman pining for the past. Not in a melancholy sense, but with the view that she's ready to let go of the life that she's built for herself, to embrace a quieter life, a more sedate life, happily, gradually shifting into a more peaceful routine, maybe somewhere that's more green and leafy even. She's ready. What is very strange to this woman, though, is she may have suddenly woken up and thought, oh my goodness, I've hit 40, or oh my goodness, I've hit 60. How did that happen? Right? She may be feeling as if it was only yesterday when she turned 21. She's very conscious that the last few years have sped past, and I feel that she's wanting to slow down the next few years to enjoy every single moment, to have time for herself and to revel in a much more tranquil environment, going to craft fairs, enjoying time in her garden. It's as if she wants to crank the wheel of time to a standstill. Now, whoever is sat in the Death card, collective, wow, has had a Tower moment. Very strong Scorpio energy with the Tower and the Death card. The Tower is also Aries, and we have the Fool. This person could simply be a Scorpio or an Aries. We've got Leo here too. Okay, Ace of Wands, Tower, Ace of Wands. This, I'm hearing masculine, okay. This masculine has found out that their partner has been cheating. And they may be right in the middle of ending a really serious relationship at the time that he reconnects with this woman who's gone back to where she used to live. So these two are destined to reconnect. Underneath the deck, Three of Pentacles. These two are going to rebuild the foundation from the past. They're both wanting to bring balance to their lives. This woman by moving back to her roots. This masculine by, I feel, dissolving a very unhappy relationship. We have the Moon. Neither of these two know what the future's going to bring. There is a slight sense of fear of the unknown. But there's a safety and a comfort in the knowledge that they're going to be catching up on old times here. Beautiful. So collective, let's get into this reading. Now this woman is sat, I think, looking outside a classroom window, maybe looking at the playground, looking at the area, aerial view of where she grew up. She's thinking about the Hierophant, school days, uni days. She's thinking about this. Yes, when she was a child. She could just be thinking about when she was an early teenager, Page of Pentacles. I was studying, I was working, I didn't have any money back then, right? I'm hearing I used to wear combats and a hoodie. Okay. Message with someone. Yeah, she's thinking about this. The Hermit, she's deep in the past. Deep in the past. She may think to herself, I had a lot of friends back then. I feel a bit isolated now. What else is she contemplating? She may be thinking of a Virgo. She could be a Virgo. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. She's done well for herself. She's worked hard. She's earned her money. She's done well for herself. But there is a deep-seated sense of heartbreak. There's a deep-seated sense of heartbreak because she might have made some mistakes in the past. It could be meeting someone that would have been perfect for her, but she chose the wrong guy. This could be her not recognizing the importance of family back then. It may be, I spent too much money. I should have been sat on a lot more financial stability right now. But of course, you know, in your 20s, you do crazy things, right? So in the past with the Star, I feel she held on to a wish, a dream. It could be, I want to be financially stable. It could have been, I want to get married and have 2.4 kids and a Volvo and a Labrador, right? She had a wish. She sent up a wish to the universe in the past. Yeah, she may have wanted to meet someone who was kind and loving and sensitive and sweet-natured. She may have been in love with a King of Cups from school, but it never worked out with him. Possibly a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. Strong Scorpio here. She may have wondered what happened to that guy. She may have had high hopes for that relationship in the past. But with the Four of Pentacles, she held back from him, or he held back from her. Because both these two had other options. Seven of Cups. Okay, so she's thinking about this guy that she met in the past, maybe regretting that she didn't put in more effort, wondering whether or not she's going to bump into him or see him. So obviously he may live in this area. So going back to the past, she met this King of Cups. She then moved into the energy of the Magician. I think this is a woman who moved, travelled. She may have started her own business. She may have undertaken a further course of study. Her life shifted in a completely different direction. Yes, she turned her back on her childhood days. She turned her back and embraced a future. I feel she fought off the competition. So this is her maybe concentrating on her career. And with the Wheel of Fortune, she might have reached the top of her profession, or she may have felt she accomplished something major. She got there. She got there. And with the Ace of Pentacles, in the immediate past, she may have invested a large amount of money. She may, in the immediate past, have been thinking about relocation. What's on her mind now is, where do I want to put in the work, the effort? Where do I want to build this new life? Little does she know that she's about to reconnect with this King of Cups. So what else is this woman contemplating with the Eight of Pentacles? The King of Swords. She may have been sat in her masculine King of Swords energy for way too long. She could simply be heading up a business. Or she may feel that she turned her back on other men she met because they were all a bit strategic. They all had agendas, and she may have felt disappointed in love, and so she threw herself into her career. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. She may have constantly met men who wanted to juggle her with somebody else. She got a bit sick of that. Yeah, Eight of Swords. This is a woman who might have spent a lot of her time, her youth, in her head. Is he cheating on me? Is he being unfaithful to me? To the point where she might have had enough and either ended a relationship with someone who was cheating in the past, or simply didn't actually move forward into a relationship because she didn't find a guy that she felt she could trust. She may be thinking to herself, I'm fed up of sitting in a place of fear, worried that someone's not going to be honest with me. And she's wanting to shift out of that energy. So in the immediate future, collective, she's thinking about the world, and this guy's thinking about the Death card. Now, these two are mirroring each other. She's thinking about an ending, and so is he. But her ending is very different. This is a woman who has closed out a cycle of maybe working too hard, feeling disappointed in love, feeling as if she's just been coasting. She's ready to progress. She's ready for the new. Whereas whoever this guy is, I feel has had a lot of disappointment in a partnership. Tower, Ace of Wands is him going through a tower moment because maybe his partner cheated. He's now maybe going through separation, or he may be finalizing a divorce. So, Archangel Michael, when do we have the World and the Death card for the collective? Thank you, Michael. Ooh, okay. All right, Michael, yeah. He's just telling me it's irrelevant, which means there's no fixed date that these two will meet. Michael's saying it's not important, it's irrelevant. Okay. The point is these two people will meet in the future. So, guys, it could be next week. It could be in 6 months' time. Let's have a look at this guy's energy. He's going through major transformation. He's leaving an old situation behind. Yes, he's leaving a partner. He may have left a Scorpio, an Aries, or a Cancerian, or he could be one of those signs. A lot of disappointment about the past. A lot of disappointment. He may have felt this was going to work out. He was going to be happily married or in a long-term partnership for the rest of his life. Very disappointed. Yeah, because I feel his partner turned her back on him, might have pretended she was single, may have met someone else. Wow, cards are going crazy. Yeah, 9 of Wands. I think he found out about this affair. He may have sat on the fence for a few months thinking, what do I do? Do I end it? Do I forgive my partner? What's his state of mind? What's his state of mind? Okay, collective. 10 of Swords. Interesting. I'm seeing somebody walking out across a field with crows here. Crows can be a symbol of an ending, okay. He's remembering his partner walking away from him after betrayal. So it's still fresh in his mind that she betrayed him. 10 of Swords. Ace of Swords. And he's decided that he wants to totally end it. He's decided it's really done. What is his energy at this point of time? What else? Strength. Strength card. Leo energy. He may be concentrating on his health. He may be holding back from dating because he's still sat in a bit of a raw energy. Anything else? Temperance, yeah, he's just biding his time. He's chilling. It's as if, I've got to deal with this. So these two are going to somehow meet. It could be in the local stores. It might be at a local event, but these two are going to bump into each other. Sorry, I'm lost in channeling. I'm actually seeing a tent. A tent. She may go to an event while she's there. He may spot her at some kind of craft fair or festival. I'm seeing a guy gingerly approach a woman sort of sideways. He's sort of peering at her. She's got a glass of something in a paper cup. And he's peering at her and he's saying, weren't you? And she's turning around and looking at him saying, yeah, wow, it's been a long time. And they're beginning to rather awkwardly chat. He's got his hands in his jeans pockets. She's fiddling with a handbag and this drink in this paper cup. I can hear what she's thinking. She's thinking, oh my God, I wish I put on something else. So there is this attraction between them still. How interesting. Okay. How is she going to view this guy when she first sees him again? King of Pentacles. But he's grown older. She may have known him as a virile 18-year-old, right? He may now have a grey beard. But I'm still getting a very handsome guy. She may see him as a bit of a silver fox. He could have a dog. He could be out there at this craft fair or festival with a dog. I'm hearing he's still got it. There's something about this guy's eyes. He may have lovely eyes. The Devil. She may have seen him as being someone who was obsessed with his career, obsessed with working his way up in the past. He could be a Capricorn, but this is the guy that she met in the past, this King of Cups. I think she realised this was a quintessential nice guy in the past, but he may have focused purely on his career, being an entrepreneur, that sort of thing. What else is she thinking about, apart from the fact that he's still got it? The Page of Cups. Okay, she may remember that he had a child with someone, or she may remember him apologizing to her. He may have left her for someone else, chosen someone else. What else is she thinking about? The Two of Swords. Okay, he just apologized to her about something in the past and then they didn't speak again. So he may have left her to date someone else. There was an awkward parting in the past. She's remembering a rather awkward conversation in the past with this guy. Okay. Queen of Swords. Yeah, she may have been a bit sharp. She may have felt he wasn't really that interested in her. She's thinking about this, though. It's on her mind. Wow, you know, we were sat in very different energies in the past. What is on her mind? These two are going to catch up. I'm seeing this guy pull a couple of chairs up to a table on grass. So this festival is in a field. They're plastic white chairs. She's watching kids running around screaming, playing, right? He's gone to get a drink at some kind of open bar. And he's looking at the back of her head as he walks towards the table. He's smiling at her. He's saying to her, you haven't actually changed that much. And she's laughing and she's saying, oh my goodness, I have. There's a lovely warm energy between these two, though. It's as if they feel very comfortable with each other because of the past. It's safe, right? It feels really lovely to reconnect again. She's thinking about the Empress. She may be wondering if he's actually going to divorce. Or she may be feeling, oh my goodness, you know, I'm much older now. They could have known each other and dated when they were 18, and she may now be 40 or 50. She may be feeling, yeah, you know, I've aged a bit. I put on a bit of weight. What's he recognizing about her? Okay, that she's become very successful. She did very well in her career, or she's now running a successful business. What is this woman recognizing about this guy? What's sticking out most about this guy? Seven of Wands. That he, despite being interested in her, is sort of pushing away flirtation from her. He's guarded. Well, I'm not surprised if, you know, he's just caught his partner cheating. What else is she recognizing about him? Yeah, okay. That he's very defensive, talking about his previous relationship going under. Yeah. What is the energy between these two? I'm sorry, guys. I'm immediately noticing we have a white tent here. Looks like a festival, right? They're immediately realizing that they feel very comfortable in each other's company. Very, very comfortable. No fears, no worries, no doubts. They're just straight back in the past, reminiscing about the past. They may also be of the quiet understanding that this could in the future be a new relationship, but neither of them are even bringing up the future or trying to work out if there is a potential in this, because I think they both know, even though they've only just reconciled, they've only just reconnected, but they're both quietly thinking in the back of their minds, okay, this might go somewhere in the future. It's a lovely soft energy, no pressure. This guy is just getting over, I think, the ending of a relationship. He might have to go through divorce, I'm not sure. He may have children, I don't know. This woman, I feel, is really seriously considering moving back to the area, having realised she may have spent the last 20, 30 years working. It could be because she wants to retire. It could be because she wants a calmer pace of life. So guys, this is a lovely meeting between these two. I think what this woman is hoping for is that he is going to end this relationship fully, so he's totally single. I think these two are going to keep in touch. Page of Wands, they're going to keep in touch. What is the Page of Wands? Yeah, the Lovers. They're going to start flirting at a distance with each other on email, on Messenger. I'm hearing WhatsApp, okay. So he's a bit defensive at this point. He doesn't want to talk about his relationship going under, although that will come out in the conversation very briefly. She's very conscious. She doesn't want to act as if she's very attracted to him because she may be sitting in a little bit of insecure energy. But when she goes back to where she came from, and when he's back home, thinking about moving out, thinking about getting his own place again, thinking about divorce, whatever this is, these two are going to start flirting at a distance. All right, what's this guy going to say? 8 of... I didn't tell you at the time, but you're still very attractive. You're still a very attractive woman. Okay. What else is he going to say? The Knight of Cups. I remember being very attracted to you before. He might be the sort of guy who would buy a bouquet of flowers. What is she going to say to him? The Emperor. I'm hearing, don't flirt with me too much because I think you're still married. She may say to him, you weren't very interested in me before because you were all about your career. What else is she going to say to him? I'm immediately hearing, do you remember that passionate night? So these two had at least one passionate night. Now, whether or not they actually slept together, whether or not it was just a lot of heavy petting, I don't know. But the chemistry between these two, I'm hearing, was electric. Okay. So how is this going to progress? What is this guy going to be doing? Okay, he is going to walk away totally from the other relationship. With the Eight of Cups, he may be trying to figure out where he wants to live. He could be signing on the dotted line, moving himself into a bachelor flat if he's actually married, leaving his wife with a house. What else is he going to be doing? He's going to be either reminiscing about the past, or he could be trying to spend time with his kids. He could have 2 kids or 1 child. He could have a Labrador. Funny, I said that, right? 2.4 kids, a Volvo and a Labrador. What is also interesting, we have a father and what looks like a young son, a child, right, a toddler. There's no other women here. So he's thinking back at the past, at maybe when his child or children were young, or he is reminiscing about meeting this woman at the same time. He's spending time with his child or children, maybe organising child support. So what is he going to say to this woman? These two are going to start flirting. They're going to talk more about the past. While she's organising maybe a relocation back to this area, he is finalising separation from this woman who cheated on him. Yeah, he's thinking about the Ace of Cups. He's realising that there might have been a reason why they reconnected. It was sort of meant to be. What is she recognising? The Hangman. She's seeing him differently. He might have been the it guy at school, or he may have been all about his career, consumed with making money in the past. She sees him now as much more of a family man. He's simply got older, right? We all change our desires, our dreams, our goals as we get older. So do we have a final message for whomever I'm connecting here with? This is a lovely reading, guys. Yeah, I'm hearing cricket. Okay, there could be a cricket pitch in the area that she's moving to, where this guy is. Knight of Pentacles, they're going to take it really slowly, but this could move into a relationship in the future. Yeah. So, collective, I'm leaving the reading there. A gorgeous reading. Do let me know if this is your story. Take care of you. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon. Bye now.